We've studied it in person. We know that it is safe enough to investigate.
This could provide the answers we seek. Why the invaders know of our world, and more importantly, how to defeat them.
Get in there, find what you can, and leave. Do it as quickly as possible.
I won't fail you.
Hello and welcome to the internet, my name is JakeDragon7 and welcome to today's episode of Let's Play Freedom Planet. So, in the previous episode, I keep running into that, we took on the thermal base. And yeah, we also learned some dark truths, I guess, about Brevin and his crew. Yeah, dark truths, but we definitely saw the full extent of how much they will do to succeed. We also gained back the trust of the Magister, at least to an extent. And in today's episode, we will be taking on his mission in Pangu Lagoon. So yeah. I think I will say, yeah, the scene at the end of the last episode is actually pretty dark, especially compared to what we've seen so far. They definitely do a pretty good job of painting Brevin as a very scary villain. Go. I'm sorry about that. Right, that little pause right there. It's a bit of an interruption, but yeah, they definitely do try to paint Brevin as a character to be feared, and do a pretty good job of that. I feel like the fact that the rest of the game is usually so lighthearted really does make him seem all the more threatening, really. So this level, there's a lot of very interesting mechanics that can try to increase your movement, such as the rings and those tops right there. Alright guys, so I'm here with a bit of post commentary. I got interrupted for a pretty long time while trying to record this, so I had to cut out quite a bit of commentary. But yeah, this level. So one thing I actually was supposed to mention in the commentary, but didn't, is that this is actually, when I said Thermal Base was the level that Lilacs does exclusively, I was actually wrong about that. If not mistaken, actually this should be the level she does on her own. The reason I thought that Thermal Base was exclusive at first is because the other characters do Thermal Base later in their respective stories. Whereas usually the levels do stay in the same location, I guess, in the order, like the same number. But yeah. This level does have a lot of mechanics I was trying to talk about, where there are just things that can sort of assist you in movement. As you can see, I struggled a lot trying to use the top right here because of the awkward way the jump works, and eventually I just kind of got frustrated. I was about to give up with it, but yeah. That really took me some time to figure out. I was trying to go back and use the ring to help get up. But what's the other thing I was gonna say? But yeah, this is actually the second time I tried recording this. I don't know why, but the first time I recorded it, what happened? Like, I think I just forgot to press the record button or something. It just didn't work. So, yeah, that's also why I had forgotten to mention the whole thing about this being Lilac's exclusive level. It's because I mentioned that in the first version, and the second time I went back to record, I was like, whatever. Mind you, I'd only gotten like 3 or 4 minutes in, so it wasn't that bad, but I believe that's also the reason why I was missing the shield when I started. Because remember at the end of the last episode I was supposed to have a shield for this, but remember when I started this, but I don't think I did. I don't know, I was trying to figure out what was happening and I ended up losing the shield. So that sucks, but whatever. Anyway, finally, with a bit of a delay on that Dragon Rush, managing to move on. Yeah, there are times in this level can be a bit frustrating and a little bit slow, but it's alright. Music's also like really mystical, I guess, in this level. pretty cool. I mean, I know I compliment this game's soundtrack all the time, but you know, it's a nice song. This level also has some weird spring placement like that. Just some weird things in general. It's honestly the best way I can describe this level. It's probably the weirdest stage in the entire game. It's very, very interesting. Yeah. This is another level with a really nice looking color palette, by the way. And nice work, me. The thing is about that sort of upgrade is that you have to have a full meter to do the Dragon Rush, so sometimes if you use the Cyclone, it can kind of fuck you over a bit. Okay. So here, the game actually lets you pick which type of shield you want going into the second part of the level. And the trigger changes to a palette that I feel reminds me a lot of the second part of Relic Maze. This section also has some like invisible block stuff, you can see. So, I mean, sometimes that can be a little bit frustrating to deal with, but obviously, like, it's something like the invisible blocks in, say, Mega Man. Which, it's one of the few Mega Man 2 levels I've played. I don't have the game, but my friend has an NES Classic, and he brought it over to my room one time, and we played it for a bit. We got my friend who plays FPS games to play a bit of Mega Man. And he was absolutely god-awful at it, which I just thought was hilarious. Mega Man is definitely not the type of game that you'd want to, like, use to introduce someone to that genre. And right there I kind of got screwed over by accidentally climbing above the beehive. Didn't even really know that was possible, but I guess it makes sense. It's the same sprite as the normal lines you can climb on in this level. But yeah, back to that story I was telling. Which is really funny, because he kept dying on things that, to the rest of us, seemed really easy. I think that day we also played through, the first 2 worlds of Mario 3. Or almost the first 2 worlds. I think we got to around the end of the second world, and then we were just kind of like, nah. Let's play Mega Man, why not? That was fun. Okay. So, like I said, the section with the post-commentary does go on pretty long. But there's stuff going on for a while, and I can't really do much about it, so just to give you something to focus, because this level can be a bit tricky at points. And that was a very, very odd Dragon Rush, the invisible blocks. Again, they can be a little strange at times, but so these bee enemies were just super annoying. Can I just point that out? Those were the bane of my existence when I was playing through this level. I feel like one of the main things about this level is that a lot of the enemies are just super obnoxious. But, yeah, I just hate, like, almost all the enemies that show up in this level. Okay, though. So in just a few seconds, I'll be back with the live commentary. So, yeah. Bye, I guess. Alright, so I'm back now with live commentary. Yeah, so this level definitely got me a bit strange. It does force you to think a lot differently than the other levels with the various movement options that are given to you. And the fact that the enemies here, I'd say, kind of act a lot differently than all the enemies in the other levels. Particularly those bees that kind of swarm up. Certainly does feel a lot different from other enemies. And okay, those things are just fucking annoying. And I hate them. I do not like dealing with these things at all. They are just super obnoxious. But let's see if I can just get past them this time. Okay. Okay, very nice, very nice. And I did not think that these would be spikes, but okay. Oh my god. This may take a minute to get. My god. This is a very, again, very, very strange level, but overall it is still pretty fun. Oh my god. Fuck. I'm trying to angle myself slightly more like... Oh, what the hell? I was like right there. The angles for this are like super weird. There we go. Jesus. Alright. This should take us to the boss, but if I remember correctly... Yeah.
This can't be possible.
That's the boss. Certainly one hell of a foe. Yeah, I know, this thing is absolutely enormous. It basically is, it's the background in and of itself. And those are a lot of balls. Funny and original. Oh, fuck. Because it stayed in the air a bit longer. Yeah, not where I really want to be for that attack. Let's see. I have most of the ones up front. I've actually managed to get most of these already. It's just that it's probably going to be a bit agitating to get these last few because they're all like really sparsely located. Like I got one there, I believe. Got about 3 from that one. Okay, I got that one that was in the very front and that one that was in the very back. Damn, I think you're only I think you can only run right to avoid that. That's gonna be a bit annoying for me. I feel like I usually have less space on the right than I do on the left. Oh my god. That was very irritating to say for some reason. Alright. So yeah, early on you can kind of just spam your attacks and really just end up hitting something. Obviously, you do have to be more precise later in the fight, but yeah. Luckily, the pattern of this boss is very, very predictable, so okay. Probably should have been a bit more careful right there, but whatever. Alright. So it looks like I have most of the ones by the tail hit already. Oh god, okay. That attack is slightly annoying to deal with. Okay, so there's... God, that stuff's really hard to hit for some reason. Okay, well I got most of the stuff in the back, so that's good. I guess. Oh, those two by the head are so hard to hit for me for some reason. Okay, well I got one of them right there. Oh, lingering hitbox, that's nice. Oh, okay, so there's... Okay, so the only two left are those in the center. I'll give it a second. God! I cannot hit them. Okay, just give us some time. That looked like it was all of them. I supposed to hit the eye or something? Yeah, looks like I'm supposed to hit the eye now. God, that's not really fun. Yeah, where... There we go. Okay. So yeah, that's gonna about wrap it up for this episode of Let's Play Freedom Planet. If y'all managed to find some form of enjoyment, please consider leaving a like, maybe even subscribing. So, have a nice day and hope to see you all in the future. Bye.
You're one of Brevon's robots.
Brevon, searching memory banks. That name does not exist in our database.
Then what are you?
This is the primary security system for... That name does not exist in our database.
What are you? Where did you come from?
Apologies. That information is password protected. Password protected. Password protected. Password protected. Password accepted. Follow me.
This is our final message. A message that we leave for the future. Although we will respect the wishes of your people and allow our influence to pass into legend, there will come a time in your history when you must learn the truth. When we were stranded here, we sought desperately to return to our world. We wasted countless years trying to find a way home, but we are no closer to an answer than when we started. We decided that helping your civilization survive and prosper was a more efficient use of our technology. We have condensed our energy reserves into a physical relic of extraordinary power. With proper care, you may one day use it to travel to the stars, to find the answers that we alone could never find. If you wish to know more, you'll have to access our internal database. I pray that it is still in intact by the time you receive this message. May the winds of time carry you for eternity.
The implications of this are powerful.
Do you believe it, Your Excellency?
It's difficult to say, but if it's true, then the Kingdom Stone is more important to our future than we realize. It must be returned to its resting place before the energy within is lost forever. Something terrible has happened in your absence. Zhao has sent his army to attack Shuigang.
What? But they're innocent!
Not as far as Zhao is concerned. I have sent soldiers of our own to hold them off, but I fear that it will not be for long.
What are we gonna do?
As ironic as it may seem, you are the only dragon blood worthy of our trust. You can stop this war before it begins.
Tell me what to do.
Our ships will take you as far as they can. When you land, ride the northern winds to the snowfields.
Understood.
We are counting on you, Dragon Blood. Safe winds.
What are they doing here?
Nice hat.
Nice gut.
Let me help!
It seems that we have a common enemy, Zhao.
So let me get this straight. The Magister says that if we join together and fight Mr. Braven, we get half of the Kingdom Stone's energy.
Sounds like a fair offer, does it not?
Are you kidding? My city needs way more than half.
Ha! You just want to hog the last of our reserves.
I know you feel a little jealous, but I can't help if my city is bigger than yours.
Ugh!
Hold on a minute, fellas! This is exactly what Brevin wants! For you two to fight while he gets away with all of your energy!
What difference does it make if it's Brevin or this swine?
We're marching into Shuigang whether you like it or not!
You don't have the guts.
Look!
Dragon. Kneel before the ancient beast.
Oh! You're saying that, we should work together? Oh, of course! Oh, please don't eat us.
It couldn't have been her. Could it?
Careful what you wish for. Guys! It's really you! You came back! Where have you been? How did you do that? I didn't do it. This little fella did. It's okay, guys. This robot wasn't made by Brevin.
Really?
It's a long story, but the Magister believes us now. We have his full support.
Aw, yeah! That's my girl.
My friends, we have been blessed with the seal of the dragon. We must heed its call and join together for the greater good.
Under my leadership,
You can't be serious. What can you tell us about the invaders?
Well, Brevin is a starship commander. He doesn't have as much experience fighting on the ground as you do.
then we shall take the battle to the streets.
But we need to cross the snowfields without getting wasted.
We do have one advantage. Brevin wants the four of us dead no matter what. If he sees us coming, we can distract him.
A diversion? Do you really think you can pull it off?
Remember all the times we distracted you?
Point taken.
What about the stone? How do we get it back?
I could modify one of my hacking devices to knock out power to the engine mainframe.
In my language,
Kill the power, get the stone back. Right?
You got it.
I hope this works. In case it doesn't, I need you to be prepared for what I might have to do.
It'll work. It has to. Would Brevin have left us alone if we hadn't tried to stop him?
He pulled that trick on you, huh?
But is it true?
Maybe, but I wouldn't trust him on it. Even if he did leave your people alone, it would only be a matter of time before his conquest affected your world.
You're right. We can't quit now.
The alien army has commenced its attack.
Give the order to your troops.
It will be done.
You ready, Carol?
Ready to rock.
Find the commander and his pets and tear them to shreds. And leave the brains intact if possible. I might use them for something.
Mila, together.
Fire at will.